going to see Sheraton Hotel. You're going to see, you get what I'm saying? So they will take time to look for the people that can help them acquire all these main names. It's not because of anything, because anybody abroad and coming to Lagos, the first name that is going to come to your mind is probably a Marriott group of hotels kind of thing, which Sheraton falls under. 4 points, you get. So those are the names that will come up. You get. So and they put it, and the search is complete, and the person completes the deal like without too much stress. Oh, this website is offering me this guy, correct? So when we started Ankara, we just looked for the brands. There were some names that were just coming. But if you go online, there was absolutely zero effect online. Nothing about them online. But offline, they were super popular. You get? So what did I do? I spent 3 months in the market understanding the names and what people call them. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to sell fufu, what do people call fufu? You get? Yeah. You get? What do people call that particular product? The popular thing people call it. No, what's the most popular in swallow? Swallow. You get what I'm saying? You get. So those are the names that people really like call it. So it's those names that people call it. That's what you use to craft your content. That's what you use to name the product. So like this, your bag. What will people call it?
Gift bags, souvenir bags. That's what they call it.
So what did you name it online?
Sugar bags.
Sugar bags. That's why you won't sell as much. It's called sugar bags. Just put Ankara souvenir, Ankara bags. What did you see on all the search?
Yeah, I saw that.
What did you see?
So you localize.
Ankara,
yes, you use the words that the people who are searching what they will use.
You get.
It's the words you use.
That's what you use. So put sugar bags in tomorrow. Nobody's going to pick it.
Sugar, Ankara, souvenir bags.
No matter how good the bag is. You get what I'm saying?
Can we begin to ask questions already? so on this,
yes.
So what happens to her brand?
So it's still a brand.
There's a content.
The question okay, you're talking about the content now. How does she grow her brand?
When people are going, they won't search for sugar bags.
Yeah,
they don't know sugar bags.
No.
But they will search for what they want. What they want is Ankara bag.
So
if you put
them on
yes,
a page or on a
they will,
website,
the traffic will come there,
and
the brand remains.
Yeah, they get to know about the brand.
You get.
Oh, understand now.
You understand what?
Apart from him, who was in my class yesterday? Okay, you two. We discussed these terms yesterday. Using the same words that your customers will use to search, using it to describe yourself.
Layman words.
Yes,
yeah.
the regular words they use. You know, I was saying yesterday, no need to start saying chauffeur when you are actually a driver.
You get.
You get before do that. You use very fine words to describe yourself, and you will miss out on the traffic because the traffic will not look for chauffeur. The traffic will look for driver.
A lot of people don't even know how to spell it correctly.
You get what I'm saying?
Just put driver.
Meanwhile, if you ask somebody, say, what do you do? I'm a chauffeur.
So is it the same chopper?
So, using French in Nigeria.
So for instance now, if I'm selling essential oils, it's easy for me to put lavender oil.
Essential
Oils.
Okay.
So I can easily put probably lavender oil. Coconut
Is it
oil.
Ori?
And the name.
Is it Ori kind of oils?
No, there's Ori too. There's Ori oil
Oh,
too.
that's the one you're talking about.
No. It's different.
Only shea butter now.
Ori shea butter.
So
A lot of people know shea butter.
So a lot of people know shea
A lot of
butter.
people
A lot of people know Ori. Like you get. So when you're crafting your content,
Use the one we know.
you craft it along all those names.
Okay.
You get lavender. See, if I go on Amazon and you're looking
I never
for
know to lavender.
and you are looking for Ankara, you want to sell on Amazon. You don't put Ankara on Amazon. On Amazon, what would you put? Like if you were to sell on Amazon? African prints. You get, because that's what people in that area use. You get what I'm saying? So that takes you to another level. So that was where that level now took me to with Ankara. So I now picked, oh, see, I can export and at the same time, I can still be a local player. You get what I'm saying? So I looked on Amazon, looked on eBay, checked all the terms people were using, localized it into my website. Look for the market, look for what local people were calling it. Put it into the same content. You get what I'm saying? So I want to serve two markets. The foreign market and the local market. You get? So I put it into my content. And what else do? You now localize it to the place.
Put it on silent.
You get? You localize it to the place. So I picked Texas. All the cities in Texas that people, I mean, it was detailed research. Like, if you want to do something, do it with all your heart. You don't need to know the place for crying out loud. You get what I'm saying? Picked most of the cities there, and Ankara sales in probably Texas, in El Paso, you get what I'm saying? You pick the name of those major areas, especially the ones you probably feel blacks are predominant. In Atlanta, you also do the same thing. New York, you also do those colonies where you know that this is where my potential people is. Go to Canada, do the same thing. Oh, Ontario, like how many districts do you have there? Like, just like you are in Lagos, like you know Ikeja, Ogba, you get what I'm saying? So when you are doing your content, you also do it by the local
Location.
You get by the locations.
How do you do that?
So after you finished your content, for example, on your website, there are what we call tags. Am I right? So there are what we call tags. So you tag these places. You get, you'd have already created the tag word, and you tag those places along. You tag them. You get, so that when people in those areas are searching, you are the first person popping up. US is one of our, I won't say it's one of our, is the biggest market. And you know what we just did in addition, we just made sure that shipping was like right, like shipping fee was very right. You don't know you can do some things now until you get there. You get, the first shipping, I went to meet Night Post. The charge was, those, I mean, on the international scene, those guys are good, they will deliver. Forget, they will deliver.
After 14 days.
They will deliver, correct. So they delivered, but the charges were like way higher. So I now started like, let's look for cheaper options. So you now see agents that can actually deliver to the airport there. You get, and from the airport there you can arrange it. You get to clear it for you and move it into the city. You get. Before we knew it, we saw people were ordering 100, 200, 300 pieces. And you know this kind of buyers, they're going to buy at your retail price. Yankee get money now. We all know now. So they will not come and start pricing discount.
On the side that
They will buy it at that price. So if your profit margin was 15% on local sales, on their own it's going to be like 25%. And you even sell more, like in quantity.
That's the resellers.
Yes, because they also want to resell. You get it. So those were the tricks I used. but it was mainly based on my learning at Jumia. So all the years I spent, you know, so the first month like that really started, like that really started like let me like put energy into this thing. The first month I saw sales jump from 50,000 naira to 200. In the first month, like
So it's possible.
this thing is possible. You get put more energy. From 200, the thing just jumped to 600. Put more energy, 600, 1.3 million, 1.3 million, 4 million straight. You get without no. In fact, till now, I don't even think a lot of people know I'm proud of some of the energy.
I'm hearing it for the first time today.
You get. So at some point, people now said I should eat out with advertising. I should do this. I said, see, I don't think I'm rich enough to start eating out with advertising. And you know the tricks about advertising is the moment people see you start doing something, everybody wants to flood into it. You get. So am I ready for the competition right now? No. You get. So continue on your looking.
Just basic SEO.
Basic SEO.
Just basic SEO. Can imagine how much just on SEO. No Facebook adverts, no Google adverts, no LinkedIn,
question.
no gra.
Before you came in, the Oracle kept mentioning some amount. You know, that, the amount is what he has used to sell you.
Okay.
Before you even came, you know. And he didn't mention the amount once, like a couple of times. You know, I had to ask him if that amount was total sales a month or profit.
No, it's in sales. I mean,
Sales.
it's not in profit. You get what I'm saying?
But do you know the amount to mention?
I don't know. If
So he said you pull 10 million.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's in sales.
It's in sales, okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's in sales. But when you look at it, for any business, I told you how long it took me to do 411 from a mere 50K to 2.5. What's the margin on food?
20%.
No, like practical margin. Like if I'm a mid-size brand, like I'm not a premium brand, but I'm a. You get what I'm saying? Like what's the margin?
50%.
Let's say 50%. So that's what we're expecting. So 50%. So margin on food is like 50%. So imagine this guy who doesn't have a shop doing 50% of 2 point. What's that?
1.2.
You get. So am I margin
Without
is
a
this?
shop.
Without a shop. Am I margin is this?
10 million.
Without a
It's
shop.
okay.
Without a shop.
Can you hear my tone?
You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. This is practical. We are like, how do I put it? Yeah, we are all within the same generation. So I'm not coming to bamboozle you with what did not happen, or I'm trying to overhype. You get what I'm saying? The figure in order to make it look sweet. No. You get. There's no overhyping the figure. We're just telling you these are the things that are possible. And most especially when you identify a niche market and create one. You get. Identify a niche market and create one. So for example, I'm a photographer. If you search photographer in Ikeja on Google, you can just see 1 million guys. Don't go there. You get? Because Nigerians are used to, everybody wants to do the same thing. Oh, I hear that there's too much money in this stuff. You get? Because the margin is high. So everybody wants to do. You get? And before you know it, there's a glut in the system. You get? It's just practical gloss because everybody wants to. You can't all want to offer the same service to yourselves and expect that the prices you get. If you don't reduce your price, another person will go and give the person that. Another person will even do it for free and say, I want to use it to test. Yes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, all these things, let's just identify a niche. I've already told you one, especially for this. There are people who look for this like all over the whole place. You get? Identify a niche, create it. By the time we start pushing out niches, what I do on Ankara category, Jumia does not do it. You get, for that category, Jumia does not make that much. My guy was directly in charge of that category, fabrics category, online for Jumia. They don't do that volume. You get what I'm saying? So just identify a niche, carve that niche out online, and create craft content that makes sense. If you go to the website, I think you would try to appreciate what I'm talking about. Let's go to the website so that you see it.
Your website?
Yes.
Ankara.com.ng.
Oh, you don't go there. So that you see it and you're able to understand what we're really talking about. So from a team of 2, we had 2 other people, we had 2 more people in operations. Now we are just less than like 7. You get? So but what did we do? We just carved a niche and capitalized on the fact that people were not curating like content that made sense. Yeah.
So then when you mentioned say research like photography, like you get that and you have plenty of people.
How do you?
What do you advise people in that kind of case to do? How do they now do that niche?
To stand out.
Yes.
So if you want to stand out, just watch out for everybody. Nobody is really putting up any reasonable content to push themselves up.
So it falls back to content.
It falls back to content. So if you push your content up, as in you craft, it's not like you're just displaying pictures. And another key thing, when you are doing your pictures, you have to rename it to that product.
Very key. Anybody that have done any of my trainings before will mention this several times. When you take picture with your phone, it will name it 002100000. Always rename to where that picture is going. That helps your SEO.
Sorry, please
Let's give an example.
rename it to where it's going to.
So you hear the Oga talk now.
Is it where it's going to or what you
To the name
You
that
want it
people
to
want
be optimized for.
for.
This is the key.
You get it. That's the word. What is what is this? What did we call it?
Souvenir.
Souvenir bag.
Souvenir bag.
Souvenir bag.
Ankara bag.
Carrier bag. totes,
For-
plenty names.
So the one that you want people to catch the most, that probably you have researched. You have researched. So I have a plugin on my Google Chrome that searches for names and puts like the most prices.
Is that the keyword everywhere?
Yeah, the keyword everywhere. So it will tell you, so you are able to know, oh, these are the names that people are looking for. So you rename that back to it.
Sorry, just a minute. You mentioned something just now. Many of you cut off this head.
Yeah.
The blogging.
The plugin.
What's the name of the blogging?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Everywhere.
Keyword everywhere.
We have
There's one long time.
Everything he's saying is boom. You better be picking it. Everything he's saying is boom, boom, boom. Just be picking all the things he's saying.
You get? I if you're online, it's something I can just like, is there like a Wi-Fi that I can? So these are the things that like really.
You want water or don't mind the people.
Water. Yeah, water.
Drink water. Okay, drink water.
Sure, you get. So pictures are key because people are also searching like with images these days. And you know where the search is going to next? Scan to search. You already see it on Google and voice search. In fact, in US, I think voice search is already accounting to more than 30% of all searches.
So, how do you play along?
Eh?
How do we play along?
So that is the same thing.
Okay. So, how do you
Will pop up.
Please, I'm on the ankara.com.ng.
Yes.
And I'm wondering why you keep saying content, and they using the keywords. Is it in as it is here, or is there a blog you have? Where is this content? And where is it showing?
Is it for blogs? Is it for Facebook or for websites?
And let me just say this website now. Where is this content?
So
I'm
basically,
looking for it.
let me give you another trick.
Give me.
So, I mean, I'm not supposed to say this because these are more like trade secrets. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It will leave this room.
It will not leak out.
Help us.
See, I intentionally did not display my blog
Mm.
because
Mm.
your
They will
adversaries
copy and- they will
are
copy and
going to
paste.
look for your blog.
Thank you for this.
You get? See, you need to be smart about these
Yeah.
things. Your adversaries are going, they want to know where that content is and what. That's what can make somebody clone your idea successfully. You get? Don't display it. I mean, I'm not a writer, so why should I display my content? Like, you get like, so nobody knows where the traffic is coming from.
Wow. So how is this done? How do you?
What?
How is this done?
How is this done?
Yeah.
No, it's just your website. You just don't display the link to your blog.
Okay.
But you have a blog.
Yeah, there's a blog on the website.
Okay.
So how do people
So
access
the
it
content
now?
is just for
The content will drive the traffic,
engine.
bring everything.
But
You can't actually come and say you want to now be reading and reading. It's not for you to see.
You will, the thing is, in some cases, it will drive you directly to the blog. If you are looking for, let's say, for example, like, so
Maybe things that you have written about on the blog.
So, for example, let's say if you search how to start a business.
Sorry, how to make money with your lace business.
Yeah?
You saw one article on your blog, how to start your lace business, something.
You
something,
get what
something.
I'm saying? Like, so you can,
Sorry.
you get what I'm saying? That would take you to the blog. You get, but you won't come to my website and go and click on and say you are
Blog.
looking for my blog.
You won't see it.
You won't see it.
So the blog drives traffic to the site. The site does not drive traffic to the blog.
The intention is not for you to go to the blog.
Yes.
It's
The
for
blog,
traffic.
the blog is to drive traffic. The intention is for you to buy on the e-commerce store.
Yes.
If you put the blog, everybody will just be going to blog and reading and
Reading
leave
and-
what I'm supposed to be doing. It will be like a distraction. The idea is how do I get you traffic? Because I know that you are looking for certain, you search certain things. So I try to make sure that those things are in my blog. They are available. So the traffic will come to my site. Now, if you happen to
Because
finally
the blog is attached to the website.
exactly, but it's not out as a blog so that it doesn't distract people that actually come.
Clickable thing.
You know, people can just sit down and just say, okay, today I want to be reading everything this guy did and to replicate. Do you understand? If you are an e-commerce person, you would have lost your main aim. Your main aim is sell on your e-commerce store. But he's setting up all these things and driving all this traffic without using ads, without using Google ads or any spiritual ads or anything. All he's doing is basic, fundamental SEO and content marketing. That's just what
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you see that's you see what I did. You see that I didn't do this on your own phone.
Oh yeah, that's
You see that I priced it.
yeah, yeah.
You priced it.
Maybe you could see it.
That's the amount people have spent looking.
You get so you know the strength of each one,
Okay.
so that you know what
How
to
do we
put.
get it?
Keyword
Oh,
everywhere.
it's
now.
everywhere. Okay.
Okay. Ah,
You see?
really not gentle.
Where is the plugin?
Where's the plugin?
Okay, okay. Okay.
No, that's it's for Google Chrome. It's for Google Chrome. So immediately you install it, you just automatically install it. And there's a paid version, there's a free one.
Which one do you have?
You will start somewhere.
Start with the free.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Start with the free as advanced.
Okay. I have plenty of questions for you.
You see?
Yes.
You see the price?
Now this pricing is to what?
So the prices is to tell you the ranking of each one. How much people are paying
Okay.
to get this word.
It's a question.
So that means that this is what people are pushing for the
You
most
get
directly,
that.
and this is the least searched.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that
So-
you will know what to do.
So if I'm looking for a niche now that is different from the noise,
Mm.
I could come to this Ankara fabric.
No, see, sometimes you need to be in that noise. Though. That's what I'm showing you.
It's not strangers, they have a share.
That's the most.
You get
So I can still have a share.
a share of it. You
but,
get.
But okay.
And the ones that are less noisy, you hold it tight.
Okay, how do I hold it? How do I, like this one now, okay, Ankara now, if I'm saying, okay, I want to do maybe backdrops, wallpapers, Ankara wallpapers now.
Okay.
I can't search for Ankara wallpapers here. How do I now push for Ankara fabric background?
Ankara wallpaper. You see how much people are searching for?
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm making
You get what I'm saying? Maybe
The others want to see.
so the first one, there was the one that put it. So the second one, you were the one that just randomly. So you can randomly call what you want and put it there.
Just only for that is cool.
just only 4.
Let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I mean, does that like give you another like secret insight in your Then how do you now manage all these activities?
In fact,
That's now the new gist, right?
how do you do all of
The
them?
480 per month. Is it the
what?
or is it the
That's the highest. Like it's showing you the highest. It's 480 searches per month. You get people search for that word 480 times in a month, and this is how much they are willing to pay: 21 naira 70 kobo per click. You get. So how do you manage all these noisy things? Like, I mean,
Oh my God.
you already created a monster and you want to manage it and you still want to do some. You know, one day, my neighbor came to my house. I think he was on leave. He was like, Mr. Femi, we noticed the Ecommerce most of these days. You know what I did? I installed a server in my house. Install, put internet everywhere, like, let's go. Everybody resume here in the morning. You get? So the guys who were learning were like happy to learn because they were seeing like you were seeing the direct result of
what you are doing?
what you're doing. And I did not pay them for the first 3 months.
Because they were
Because
learning.
they were learning.
Ah.
You get what I'm saying? It was an agreement.
Like an intern.
You get?
There's vacancy.
Yes.
If there's opportunity, I would 6 months.
Yes.
Yes. Because they were learning. You get what I'm saying? And by the time we moved to the 4th month, and my money has already climbed to like 2-point-something million. I said, guys, it seems you guys have now started earning something. You get? So I started with 40K, like on the initial round. Let's start with 40K. So as sales increase,
Wow.
everybody's money. Simple model. You get? Simple model. So, but there were some things like that were completely in my own personal control. So, if you look at the site, you see like a chat board. You can like chat directly, see what's happening, you see all that. So, on the chat, I installed the chat. I had the stuff on my phone. So anywhere, it's just like I normally receive normal message. Anywhere people keep chatting, I keep answering. Put the WhatsApp, switch it to my wife's phone. Like you get. Like in fact, our own phone is like always like crazy flooded because WhatsApp chats is like always on fire. You get. You've created a super interaction with your customer. A customer who is not willing to buy before, who has just come to do window shopping, and who asks questions, and you are able to answer precisely. You're not giving vague answers. We are the creators of the website, right? So I'm not giving another person to handle customer service for me. You get? I'm the one handling it myself. Unfortunately, my wife used to be like customer service with Jumia before she went to travel staff. So a customer service like top notch, like on point. You get? Like on point. So I just switched everything to her. Before deals were just being closed like chere. Somebody will forget 1 million in your account and say, they will pay now and that we should deliver so time. Do you know how valuable that is for any business? Like, you have somebody's money in your account. They will just forget it there, like you get. So, the business, like there was no financial issue with the business. The cash flow was super good. Out of like nothing. You get? Out of nothing. Everything is controlled on the mobile phone. You can also check your website on the mobile phone, the backend. Just install the WordPress plugin. Install all the this thing you need. You can adapt for your mobile. The analytics, adapt it. If you get what I'm saying. If the order is coming in, bam, your phone will beep. And others, you get what I'm saying. So everything has gone mobile. So it makes the work like super easy. You now look like a Superman. You get, but all this is what's already happening like in the global world. For here, people don't really understand this. You get, so that's why the early starters in it are cashing out fast. You get that? I mean, this is. So sometimes I would say it's always good to work for these companies because they're going to expose you to a lot of things, a lot of possibilities. They will expose you to. You get, so that was the kind of exposure that I was like exposed to, and you should also be open to learning yourself. You get, you must be like really there, ready to learn, ready to absorb a lot of things, and be more dynamic about things. If something is not working, like bring it down, sharp. A Jumia and create another one. We had a logo that was not working. Switched the logo. I used to think I was a graphics expert. I turned it down, like gave it to my guy, said 20K. The Baba helped me now, 20K, said that this one is a big brand. Okay, I will pay. Immediately I switched the logo and changed it from the old one. It was just like, you know, when you put when you want to put like an ignition and you put gas and put fire, you know the way the project, like it was just like put. So the brand value automatically shot up. Like, so people now saw it as a big company. There's a big woman who orders in Abuja. She's like, hey, I know you guys that your company is Kinikon, but she has already paid like 1 point something billion into the account. But please just help me deliver my goods. Whereas at the back of my mind at that time, I knew like that this one was Abuja money. Like.
So, you said something. You discovered the logo wasn't working. How?
So you are going to know. So for example, he sent me a graphics. You get, and based on that graphics, I wanted to turn down my comment.
For this event?
Yes.
That graphics?
Yes. See, brand matters. Don't underestimate it. Brand matters. And it matters a lot. It matters a lot. It gives you leverage. You get, it gives you a lot of leverage. So don't care how much you're going to spend on. Don't see it as, oh, this money is too much. Somebody should be able to do it for this. You get. You get it done. And ask people like, do you like this? Do you like this? Like, you get share ideas. Oh, this makes sense. Like this, that. You get what I'm saying? So don't compromise on branding. Don't, never.
Sir, is it possible to see the old logo?
I want to know, how do you know whether it's not?
Because some of us might have to change our logos.
Oh,
or something close.
Okay. Let me see.
The old.
Oh, somewhere here.
Open another row.
Another row, yeah. But because of this thing in mind.
Just put your hand. This is your bag.
Okay. Space.
Yes.
Calm down. Your head will
Are you not comfortable?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm seeing.
I think that.
front row, back row.
Can't go up.
You don't want water.
About sugar. But be careful.
Okay. So you see this now. You see the one over time. That just if you go under the senator material section.
On the site.
Yes, on the site. The senator material section. Yes. That was not bad. I mean.
Not bad, but it looks like a manga. It looks like a manga. Like, you know, that's where my mind went to.
You get what?
That's why I said manga. It looks like
Like a laundromat.
laundry.
Wait, that was the look. What I'm saying that was your logo. This hanger, this wire. That was your logo.
Let me see.
Okay.
If you bring it out, fine.
Okay,
It's not that bad.
understand that. Where you are, so.
Come, look at what you're laughing at. It wasn't really bad.
But this is bad. Compared to what we have now.
You get what I'm saying?
This is more like shopping,
Let me see the
African
new one.
mixed together, yeah.
So which is the new now?
This has an identity.
You get what I'm
So
saying?
where is the present one? This one?
This is the old one.
This
This is the present one.
I was just asking people.
It doesn't sell.
What's your like? You get my guy. What I like? You like this like girls? And people were not like really. No, I didn't expect that it would impact on sales like that. You get?
Come back.
I was not looking at it from that angle. I was just because I didn't like the logo. Probably because I was the one that created it myself.
What to do women matter?
Okay.
So I felt I could have something better.
Yeah, you
You
did.
get so, and I was like asking people around. So I now gave it out. You get it?
I can pay for the
Okay.
Yes, I have plenty.
Who? Me?
Okay, my first question is based on, I'm glad that you are a Jumia startup person and everything. I want to ask, because I strongly believe in e-commerce in Nigeria. You know, that's why I went to it like 4 years ago before I dropped it and then did something else, trying back now and everything. Do you think you early starters actually did damage to this industry with pay on delivery?
You pay on delivery.
Yeah.
No. It was what the market required at the time that was given. See, the thing is, Nigerians don't trust the market, especially when it comes to
Internet,
I mean,
online.
the online world is new to everybody. As of 5 years ago, you get what I'm saying? It's new. It's completely new. Nobody felt that it was going to be real. Like, even if your friend was telling you that they delivered, they were like, how should you pay? True, like, you use your card. And you now, what if they go and pull all your data? Yeah, put your password.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So all those.
I actually get that. But I also believe that a large number of the first set of people to even welcome online sales and purchase of things in Nigeria are people that buy outside this country and they use their card. So they know about it. So I felt that if you early started as stood your ground that okay, it is pay on delivery. Yes, the kickoff will be slow. That's what I believe. We will slow, only few sales and everything.
Investors are not patient.
You don't think it does?
I mean, I've invested my money and I must get returns. So nobody's patient for all that one. We want the numbers. Do you feel Jumia is profitable? No.
No, it's not.
But we need the numbers. It's the numbers I'll take to stock exchange. That's the only thing that can make me public. And you do anything to get the numbers. Do you know how much losses go down like on pay on delivery?
Yeah, I know, because that's why I ran away.